Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. We are on the lake right now, and there is like a freaking school of people out here. I'm like a mile off of the shore right now, and yeah, I just came out here to kind of clear my head a little bit and talk to the camera. This video is going to be kind of boring for some people. Some people may enjoy it, but we're not really going to be doing any cool VTEC stuff or turbo stuff or anything like that. So if you don't want to listen to me ramble, you guys can feel free to click off at any moment. But I figured I would talk to you guys a little bit about my financial situation and why I kind of sold the CRX. A lot of people are upset, including myself, of why the CRX is gone and why I sold it. And I sold it because, one, I didn't really like the car. I mean, I did like the car. I enjoyed it. It was fun, whatever. But to be honest, that car was completely rotted. Like, I couldn't even jack the thing up barely, and it would just go through the floor. The whole rear suspension was kind of rotted and everything like that. And a guy actually came and reached out to me that wanted the engine for his race car. So he's taking the engine and trans out of the car, and then he's using the shell as an enduro race car. So that pretty much means he's going to trash the freaking car, which is good because I would rather see that than somebody actually try to utilize that car as a safe race car, because it really wasn't. But yeah, it was fun while it lasted. I really hope you guys enjoyed something with that and learned a little bit. But yeah, CRX is gone and we're moving on. I am doing some builds for customers lately and trying to build up some money so I can pay some of my debt off. I actually have a kind of outstanding debt that I've been working on paying off for a while now. It's just been really tough with dealing with anxiety and depression and all that stuff. That's why I'm trying to better my life. As of 2018, I started this medication, which, by the way, seems to be working fairly well. It's not working the best yet, but I feel like it is helping just a little bit. I've been on it for 4 weeks now, and playing with the dosage a little bit. And it seems to be helping a little bit. There's been some side effects, but I mean, nothing crazy. I will kind of keep you guys updated if you want to hear more about the medication. Like I said, it seems to be helping a little bit. It's not really making anything worse, I don't think. It is helping a little bit, like I said. So my story, my financial story, kind of started a couple years ago, and I opened a business. I think it was like 3 years ago now. I opened a vape shop. It was called Dragway Vapors, and a lot of local people around me kind of know this whole story. But I owned a vape shop. I opened it, and I had $5,200 in my pocket. I sold a car or something, and had, you know, like $5 grand in my pocket, and I literally threw every frickin' cent into this business. I signed a year lease. I did everything I could. And I started my first day of business with like $3 in my pocket. And that's no joke. I put every cent I had into cases and inventory and a point of sale system and everything. Flooring for the store. I literally threw every dime I had into starting a business. And I pretty much sold out of everything I had my first day of business, which is awesome. I continued to run that business for 2 years. And the business cleared about $150,000 in sales my first year, which is crazy. I was doing great. I was very well off, in my opinion. That was a shitload of money for me, and life was awesome. Where did I leave off? Okay, so I ran that business for a couple years, and it did $150,000 my first year of business, which is crazy good for the amount of money that I put into it. I started living like a rock star, started taking it for granted. And I started trying to grow the business bigger than I thought it was going to be, and started pouring a lot of money into the business, and it kind of just started declining, and I lost motivation, I lost interest. I started getting into cars more, and then YouTube, and the business kind of took a toll for the worst, and I ended up selling the business for, you know, pretty much what I put into it. So now I'm left with no job, no money, and a shitload of debt. So I'm trying to clear all this stuff up and, you know, better my life financially and better my life with anxiety and stuff like that, because I feel like maybe my financial situation has a lot to do with my anxiety and depression and whatnot. I don't really talk about a lot of this stuff but I feel like it helps me talk to you guys about, you know, my issues and my problems, because it helps me grow as a person. I hope you guys can kind of see through that. But so a lot of people kind of question and they ask me why I keep building the same thing over and over again. Like, I'm building Hondas and I'm building a B series and I'm building a D series. Why don't you go K? Why don't you go J series? Why don't you build all these different cars? And honestly, I feel like I like building these cars. Like I already talked about this, didn't I? Okay, so I feel like I like building these cars because I know them so well and they're easy for me and I can do them on a budget and I know where to spend money and where not to spend money. Where if you dive into a new project, a lot of times it becomes more expensive because you don't have the knowledge on it and you don't have the true know-how on the car. Usually it becomes more expensive, like I said. And I've been there with Hondas where I've spent too much money on shit I shouldn't have, and exactly why I try to help you guys with your builds so you don't do the same mistakes I have in the past with building cars. The whole LS thing, I learned so much from Sloppy Mechanics that it's not even freaking funny. He helped me so much save a shitload of money and have a lot of fun building a car. And I feel like I've done a lot of this stuff already on the channel of how to build a car for cheap and how to go fast for cheap and, you know, all that. And maybe, I don't know if the channel needs something different. I don't know if I need to do more like DIY auto repair stuff, or if I need to just do random fucking firecrackers in the exhaust, or break two-step with a fucking bottle, or break a glass fucking, or try to just like get reactions from some hot chick with her tits hanging out, or what. I don't know what I need to do to kind of help grow the channel, but I feel like I need to make some sort of different videos to help the channel grow, and I don't know what that is. I feel like I've been trying to do titles more, or try to do better titles of my videos, etc. But I feel like I need a couple videos that do really well on the channel so I can grow and build more of an audience to continue doing what I'm doing. So for the time being, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, if I'm going to be filming some random shit, or if I'm going to be filming other stuff with cars, or talking about anxiety and money and debt and bankruptcy and all that kind of stuff more, or what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, we'll play it by ear, but definitely been doing a lot of brainstorming and trying to figure out where to go with the YouTube thing, because like I said, I'm not really making any money doing this. And I'm trying to obviously make money doing this, and I'm trying to make money building an audience and building a business and all that, to kind of recoup from my last business that I mistakenly, immaturely screwed up. I also did see a lot of comments regarding me and why I don't keep cars, and why don't I just buy something clean that I can put my heart and soul into and whatever. And personally, I don't give a shit about cars that are clean. I don't go to car shows. I don't plan on restoring a car and going to Barrett-Jackson. I don't plan on doing any of that. The only thing I enjoy with cars is, one, building them, and two, enjoying them driving-wise. I enjoy going fast. I enjoy drag racing. I've tried autocross. I've tried, you know, time attack racing, all that kind of stuff, but I like drag racing. I like front-wheel drive Honda Civics, and I like rear-wheel drive Ford Mustangs with an LS. Like, that's just what I like. Like I said, I've had probably over 100 cars in the last 8 to 10 years. I've had everything, trust me guys, from trucks to cars to SUVs to you name it, I've had it. So all you guys that say like, oh, you need to build something new, you need to build something different, trust me, I've tried it all. And like I said, this is just what I do and this is what I enjoy. I would rather buy a $500 car than a $3,000 clean car that does the same exact, it gives me the same exact feeling when I boost it and turbo it and go fast down the drag strip. It does the same exact thing. You know, it just maybe looks better. But honestly, the sleeper usually gets more attention. I actually have a video that, or it's not my video, it's actually one of my friends, but he filmed my car like 5 or 6 years ago, and that video went viral. It's got almost 800,000 views. If you type in Sleeper Civic versus Evo, that is a car I built probably 5 or 6 years ago, and it was a single cam Viterra build that I raced my buddy's Evo with, and it's just a quick 2-minute video. If you guys want to go check it out, I may link it in the description. That video went viral, guys, and that's fucking awesome. But yeah, it was a sleeper. Rusted pile of shit. So I've been kind of brainstorming ideas of how to grow HunterTuned and how to grow the channel, and I've really been thinking about making a website, but I personally don't have the patience or the know-how to make a good website. But I feel like it'd be a very good idea to maybe kind of have a website of like, hey, do I want to turbo my car? I can bring it to HunterTuned, and this is the outcome I can expect for this, for X amount of money. So say if you have $3,000 worth of a budget and a car with a single cam or a car with a B series, this is what you can expect from HunterTuned, and the kind of horsepower and quarter mile times you can expect from this car that HunterTuned can build for you. That and saying, I could also build a website to sell merchandise like shirts and stickers and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, I don't really have a lot of experience with websites or anything like that, so it's really tough for me to kind of generate something like that into the channel. If anybody wants to reach out to me and help me with that stuff, I would greatly appreciate it. Obviously, everybody's time's worth a little bit of money, including mine. So yeah, I don't know, let me know if you guys have any advice on that stuff as well. Guys, it is so funny, the videos on my channel that have absolutely nothing to do with Hondas or nothing to do with like a build project that I did. Like the Mustang obviously has some views, it's decent, nothing to shake a stick at, but I feel like product reviews and just DIY stuff definitely gets the views. Like the best video on my channel right now is me kind of reviewing my On3 Performance Turbo Kit on my truck. It has nearly 20,000 views, which is very good. And just simple shit, like I put headlights in my buddy's Mazda, and that video is doing better than pretty much every single Honda build video I've ever done. So I don't know where to go with this whole YouTube thing. I really do enjoy the build stuff, and that's what I like, but I feel like it's more about the viewers, and it's more about what people are actually searching for on YouTube, and I feel like that's a better way to grow your channel. And it sucks because the automotive section of YouTube is extremely tough and extremely hard to grow at. That's kind of why I've been sending like Boosted Boys fan mail, and I sent Cletus fan mail, and I sent some other people fan mail to kind of help expose my channel out there, because I'm doing very similar stuff to those guys, and you know, if their followers enjoy it, they might enjoy my stuff as well. That's why I'm kind of doing it that way. It may be cheating, it may not be cheating, but you know, I'm trying to throw everything I have at YouTube. That's why I've been doing daily uploads and whatnot. But I mean, it is a shitload of work for so far not a lot of return, and it's kind of discouraging. So I'm trying to do something different here, and I'm trying to, you know, better the channel in any way I can. Everybody asks me, you know, why I sold the CRX, or why I'm thinking about buying another Honda or another LS based vehicle or whatever. Why don't I build a Miata, or why don't I build a drift car, or why don't I build a Subaru, or why don't I build this or that? And the answer is I don't like building those kind of cars because I've done it. I've had 240s. I've had, you know, I've put tens of thousands of dollars into one single car. I've done it. I haven't filmed it because it happened before I started filming, but I've done all that stuff, guys, and honestly, it takes the fun out of building a lot more than you would think if you have all this money into a car, because you're kind of scared to drive it, honestly. So, God, I feel like I had all these thoughts in my head, and now I can't think of all of them, but, yeah, so I mean, I picked the CRX up for 400 bucks, and I did what I had. And I probably had a total investment of like $1,200 into that car, and I flipped it for 2,500 bucks. So I ended up making some money on the deal and making some good content for you guys. There's a reason why I build Hondas, and there's a reason why I build LS-based vehicles, and it's because you can do it on a budget and have a shitload of fun. And I suggest a lot of you try it, or a lot of you do it, because you know, when you stick money into a really nice car and it breaks and you don't have the money to fix it, or maybe you do have the money, you just don't take the same pride and joy into it as you know, somebody that, you know, hand built everything, or did what they had with nothing, you know. I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this video now, but so yeah, if you guys wonder why I buy cheap cars or buy sleepers or whatever, that's kind of why I enjoy building the cheap cars, because yeah, I feel like it's just better for me financially to do that, because I usually always get my money back, and I always make money usually when I sell the car, and I feel like it just keeps it keeps it interesting for me. But yeah, I feel like I'm buying cheap cars and stuff like that, and I'm going to buy another cheap car because I feel like I need to use some of this money and build some more customer cars and build cars for other people, because I have to better myself. I have to better my financial situation. I have an issue with debt and all that, so I don't know, I'm kind of just admitting to myself, like, hey, I screwed up when I had the business. I screwed up. I gotta fix it. And I feel like that's the first part of fixing a problem, is admitting you have one. Just like I have anxiety, and I admit that I have an issue, and I feel like I'm taking steps now to fix it. Same thing with the debt. Kind of lived like a rock star for a little too long, and you know, took out some debt and wasn't able to pay it back. So I'm trying to work towards that now, and you know, better myself that way. But like I said, first part of fixing a problem is admitting you have one, and I feel like that is a very good trait of mine. I am very true to myself, and I'm very true to YouTube, and I could give a shit what a lot of people think. I mean, sometimes I care, but most of the time with this kind of stuff, it is what it is. You know, everybody's got problems, and if they say they're perfect, or they don't have problems, or their life is fucking perfect, you're a fucking idiot. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has problems, and you need to be true to yourself to fix those problems and better your life. So I've been trying to work towards clearing this debt. I mean, I have north of like $20,000 in debt that I'm trying to clear up, and I'm working towards, you know, getting a stable job and you know, maybe stable income doing car stuff. I would really love to continue doing what I'm doing, building Hondas for customers and building LS cars and selling fuel injectors for you guys, chipping ECUs, tuning, all that kind of stuff. But I got to clear my debt up before I can move forward with car business stuff, I think. That is in like getting a shop, getting a dyno, all that kind of stuff, which is my end goal. I would really like to do that stuff. But like I said, I really need to clear the debt and all that before I can do that. And it's been extremely tough for me to find a stable job that pays good and pays the bills, that I actually enjoy doing. I'm not going to just go work a $20 an hour job that I freaking hate. I can't stand it. I'll drive myself nuts. So it's almost better for me to just do what I'm doing now and make barely any money, but I'm happy with what I'm doing.
You could also talk about, you know, like, I guess, I don't know how much it would have to do with what your topic is for the day, but kind of like how stuff with your girlfriend, with Christine or whatever.
So, just like car stuff, and you guys see kind of what I skimp on and what I can get away with on, you know, tuning, and what I can get away with putting engines together. I mean, you can use eBay rods and whatever, and it still works. I've kind of learned from my mistakes in the car world, and I've kind of learned from, you know, mistakes of like, hey, what works, hey, what doesn't, you know, and I've learned that over the last 8 to 10 years of building cars. And I'm finally starting to learn the same kind of stuff with financial stuff and business, business stuff and whatnot. Some people go to school for this, but honestly, if I were to go to school for this, I'd probably sleep through class, not do my homework, and waste a bunch of money that way. So I feel like potato, I have $20,000 worth of debt from a shitload of experience, or $20,000 worth of debt from going to school and making no money at all in the time being. So I don't know. You pick your poison and how you guys want to learn. This is just how I learn. I learn from fucking up. I learn from making a shitload of mistakes and trying to just better myself that way. But I don't know what way to turn here with a lot of this debt. I don't know if I should just file bankruptcy. I feel like that would be the easiest way out at this point. My credit is so screwed that I have no idea what I'm going to do. Even if I did pay my debt off, I feel like I'd be miles and miles behind everybody with trying to build credit. And I feel like maybe bankruptcy would be a fresh start for me. Obviously, it's the easy way out. It's kind of like giving up. But at the same time, I don't know where to turn. I don't know what to do. But, yeah, I don't know. So if anybody out there kind of has these same problems or whatever, you can always try to reach out to me, and I can try to help you as best as I can. If you guys have advice for me, try to leave it in the comments. If you're negative, you know, fuck off. I don't really care. You know, like I said, this is just real world experience, real world shit, for the average person. Some people are lucky. I feel like with YouTube, I haven't been the most lucky person in the world, but I feel like the following I do have, I really appreciate. My videos may not be the best of quality, etc. Some people on YouTube get extremely lucky, and if they have 150 videos like me, which is crazy, I just put out like I think I have 150 videos now on my channel, and I have 2,000 subscribers, which I'm very thankful for, but honestly, in the big picture, it's not really that much. I mean, some people have 50 videos and they have over 100,000 subscribers, and I don't know if that's really what I'm looking for, or if I'm just looking for advertising for building cars and kind of showing everybody what I can do so I can help, you know, you with your car and make some money doing it that way. Because honestly, I don't really make shit on YouTube, guys. I think I've been making money now for like 3 months, and I think my biggest paycheck from YouTube was like 160 bucks. Which honestly isn't shit when I put in 4 to 8 hours a day filming, and I make what, $5-6 bucks for a whole day's worth of work. And it's not even about the money, because I truly do enjoy it, and I truly do enjoy making videos for you guys. But yeah, whatever. I figured I would just kind of share this stuff with you, and we can you know, move on to some car stuff. But yeah, if I'm not being true with you guys and showing you guys my life, I feel like you're not going to engage with what I'm doing as much. So I feel like I just wanted to clear the air and kind of show you what I've been going through a little bit. So yeah, if you guys like these kind of videos, we may switch it up a little bit on the channel, and we can talk about how to clear debt and how to clear you know, how to make your financial situations better. We can talk about some of that stuff. We can talk more about anxiety and how to deal with anxiety. I'm way open to doing these kind of videos for you guys if you guys want to see more. We can always stick to the car stuff too, which I don't plan on stopping. But yeah, look at this. We're driving over open water right now. We're going over an ice bridge. But yeah, like I said, guys, leave some comments if you want. Leave a dislike if you want. Leave a like if you want. Subscribe if you want. Hit the bell if you want. I don't really care. I do care. I would love some feedback, and I would love to grow the channel. But yeah, whatever. I'm gonna quit rambling. But thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you didn't, I'm sorry. But yeah. So we'll pick up tomorrow, hopefully, and maybe we'll try to find a car on Craigslist or Facebook. And I'll show you guys kind of how to get a good deal on buying a car. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, till next time, thank you for watching, and we will see you later.